Yo, 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 Big Kiss back up in here. Why Denzel had to be crooked before he took it. Hey, look, it seemed like every time somebody have a positive legacy, seemed like when they got a good streak going on, you know what I mean? Can't say nothing bad about this man, you know what I'm saying? He's on a straight and narrow path. He's a good guy. There's always somebody trying to tarnish their legacy. DJ Academics and Drake, they've been coming at LeBron, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. He's trying to push the narrative of, you know, it's me versus LeBron rather than him versus Kendrick Lamar. No. Us as hip hop fans, we're going to keep it on Drake and Kendrick. We're not going to do the LeBron thing with you. We're not doing the LeBron thing with you, bro. Trying to tarnish this man's legacy. Now, everybody knows LeBron is a stand-up guy, right? Now, they coming out with stuff to, yeah, LeBron, he been messing around. He been messing around behind closed doors. Yeah. Academics, he's the leader of this. No, Drake is the leader. Academics is the follower. We about to get into this video. Shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop. I will leave a link in the description. Also, y'all subscribe to the new channel. The link is in the description. If you want to become a member, that link is in the description as well. So, y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Now, for Drake and DJ Academics, the amount of failure, embarrassment, and humiliation these two have managed to amass together is really unlike anything else in not just hip-hop, but all of music history. And even despite redefining what losing looks like through all of the lows we have already seen, if you thought everything we have been unfortunate enough to witness so far from the most pathetic rapper and media personality in the game was enough, well, I got news for you, because with their most recent controversy, it is somehow the worst yet, because after Drake and Academics were getting exposed for straight up lying to everyone and their reputations had never been more in question because of it, the response Ak had to this to try and defend both him and Drake has really put their careers in a place where beyond rap beef or even just being a personality within the public eye in general, in the near future, everything we know about them may just be taken away within a fashion that we have never seen before, because with what Academics just said about Drake and his personal life, which he is saying is fact in his own words, while I don't think he realized this in the moment, he may have just made every piece of speculation.
Academics really want to be with Drake. He wants to be with him. Like, he want to be with him. Now, mind y'all, for y'all who didn't know, Academics has never met Drake a day in his life. Ever. Yeah, I just found that out probably like last month. And every time we mention it, there's somebody in the comment section like, what? I ain't know that. Exactly. So we're going to keep reiterating it. Academics has never met Drake a day in his life. Let's get it, y'all.
About who Drake is behind closed doors really true. And now, before we get any further into this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And so now with Drake and DJ Academics, it's really wild to me how after Drake was trying to say that he is going to move forward with his career in 2025 and that he's no longer going to be caught up in all of the drama that he has not been able to escape in his own words, that he's now leaning further than he ever has into letting this beef and his failure in it take over his entire personality and brand. As instead of just doing anything to strengthen his image or reputation, he is trying to take down everyone's name with him. And so now after Drake and Academics were both in trouble because Drake had some DMs get leaked and exposed, which were showing him trying to play victim about the current situation he is in with his label and against Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us record. And he ended up tying LeBron and his wife Savannah into things with this weird analogy, which once again shows how Drake loves bringing people's families into the center of all of his controversy. After Drake was so embarrassed from having the public see how delusional he is about this entire situation that then he made DJ Academics.
Drake be wanting to beef with people's wives. Like, that's weirdo behavior, bro.
Come out and say these messages were fake and that Ak heard this directly from Drake himself. But then these two were quickly proven to be straight out lying, as the person who was on the other end of these messages posted the entire thread and therefore embarrassed Drake even more. As Drake and Ak were getting dragged for trying to deceive everyone so badly that even their own audiences were getting frustrated with them. Ak seemingly went on stream to clear the air about this entire controversy, and as he said throughout one of the craziest streams he has ever done, try to prove that he has journalistic integrity and that he would never push false information, which in of itself, before we even go any further, is an absolute joke, because Ak has always pushed so much false info and narratives over the years to try and benefit his own ideals regardless of the truth. But now, in one of the most emotional and erratic times we have seen Ak on camera, which of course for his standards is saying a lot, he went into these DMs, and while Ak did go on to admit that he and Drake did lie and that these DMs were in fact real, in the process of him doing this, which again, to say anything slightly against Drake must have been scary for him considering how Ak has tied the entire success of his career and brand to supporting him, Ak said some of the wildest things he ever has on camera. Which, from having to try and defend his own honor, reputation, and credibility by saying that he is not in any sort of relationship with Drake, which again, just slowing things down.
Yo, Ak is the only person on the internet who don't look right with dreads. Everybody look right with dreads. Like, yo, okay, you supposed to have dreads, except for Akademiks. It looks like you like it just looked like you not supposed to have them.
And processing how strange of a place we are at. The fact that Ak had to go on a camera and say this shows just how far gone and how pathetic this entire corner of the hip-hop world really is in of itself. But later, as Ak went on to do what he's best for here, which is go on long emotional tangents where his thoughts get less and less clear to the point where after a while you can't even follow a fraction of what he is saying, he did reach a point where after rambling for so long, he finally started to make a little too much sense, and he went on to talk about Drake and LeBron James. Which of course Drake's mention of LeBron and his wife in these messages was one of the main reasons why this entire
I know for a fact Akademiks got empty Lunchable packs on his computer desk. I know he do.
Controversy got the attention of so many people in the first place. And when trying to clear the air and really just tell us what's actually going on between Drake and LeBron, as ever since Drake released his new freestyle, the beef between these two has been reaching a more publicized point than it has ever been.
Drake be smelling his fingers after he finished playing with his stuff. After he put his hands in his pants, he like to smell his fingers. That's what Drake looked like. That's what he looked like.
Ak went on to say and seemingly reveal that he knows Drake had a bond with LeBron that nobody else quite had with him, as they kept a ton of secrets together that for Bron, according to Ak, if we all knew, would change his entire image. And as Ak was saying that because of the fact that LeBron has now chose Kendrick's side in their beef over Drake, Drake is now going to let more and more loose about the truths nobody else has ever exposed about Bron, and while saying this, when trying to help Drake and give him some credibility by diverting the controversy on LeBron, Ak went on to say that the claims Drake made about LeBron not being loyal to his wife are not just true, but that when LeBron used to hang out with Drake pretty much any time or when he was at away games playing the Raptors, which of course meant he was in Drake's hometown, LeBron would go over to Drake, and to say the least about this strange situation, there would be women and then some strange activities that Kendrick Lamar did indeed rap about on Meet the Grams during the beef would go down. And as Ak used the words when describing what Drake did to help out Bron, like supply and facilitate, which when you piece together tell you everything you need to know about what he was getting at, all together while Ak was trying to expose LeBron here.
That's why Dot said keep the family away. Now, listen, man. Men are men. Men are men. Do I think LeBron was out there having fun across seas? No. No. We're going to keep his image the way it needs to be, his image the way it is. We don't need to tarnish nobody like that. Not one of our greats. We're going to protect our greats. We're going to protect our greats. Because, Drake, you're the one with the funny stuff. You're the one with the 17s and on stage and all that. So we're not going to bring Bron in that. If Bron was messing with other adults, okay, come on now. We ain't even about to do that. We're gonna keep our focus on you and Akademiks and what Akademiks be having in the background of his house. Dogs and stuff like that. Dogs yelling and all that. Yeah, we gonna keep our focus on that
here and alter his public image. First off, as this is a conversation and a moment that was all about Ak's credibility in the first place, as Ak is the one saying this, and at the end of the day, nobody takes this guy seriously, it has done nothing to actually affect LeBron one bit. But for Drake, and let's remember, beyond everything else, Ak is a guy who does speak to him on a regular basis, and before this moment was just publicly representing his word, and while it wasn't the actual truth what he was saying, it was still the message that Drake wanted to send out and have be perceived as reality. All in all, when you put all of the context of this situation together, Ak is telling the world that while a good portion of people believe some of Kendrick Lamar's lyrics about the horrible lifestyle Drake surrounds himself in was a stretch, or even that Kendrick was taking things too far altogether, if what Ak is saying is half true, and again, to lie this much about Drake from him is just not in his character, well then he just admitted to the world that Drake really should be looked into because what he is doing is not normal. And really, in the grand picture of what he is saying, Ak admitted that the lyrics and disses Kendrick had going Drake's way are bigger than just rap beef. Because what Ak is admitting by saying that Drake was setting these strange meetings up for Bron, and there was of course a lot involved going into it of course to not have any of this come out until someone who was trying to use this information to take down LeBron is using it. Well, this isn't just strange and something that people like me and you look down on, but at most places, and again to just say the very least, this is not allowed, and if what Drake was doing is even proven to be the slightest bit true, more than Drake's career being over, his entire reputation would be looked at differently, not just as a rapper or a musician. But beyond all the petty antics that has made his downfall as a celebrity so terrible, Drake would be joining the list that only the worst type of people can be on. And really what's so ironic about this situation is that in this time where Drake's team and stans have wanted to connect people like Kendrick to horrible individuals to try and make his image look terrible, all this time beyond Drake himself, just based on Akademiks' own words, the OVO rapper is the actual person who he has been trying to call out everyone else for being this whole time. And I mean, for both Drake and Ak at this point, how do you make such a mistake to let this happen? Because really, the optics of this entire strategy are just terrible, because while Ak was trying to help Drake here, he of course just dragged his entire name into levels of controversy that again is way beyond any of the stuff he has already been in. And while again these claims Ak are making are so bold that nobody really can conclude anything from a stream of his alone, when you do just gather some basic context. If we remember that in Drake's official claims against his label, he did list Ak as a direct source to prove what he is saying to be a fact, well then using this same logic,
Akademiks the type of put a stripper pole in his kitchen. That's the type of dude he is. He's a greedy perv. He the type to put a stripper pole in his kitchen and have a trail of bacon bits. Have a trail of bacon bits that lead up to the pole. Nasty, greedy, and nasty.
For his fans and everyone who is trying to cover this up, how can Ak's voice not be equally meaningful and truthful here? As again, as this is all coming from a source that is as affiliated with Drake as you pretty much can be. It's just so strange how something like this can be said, but honestly, as these disses that only make Drake and his team look worse have been something that he has been doing to try and take a win against anyone he has had beef with since The Heart Part 6 really, in a way, it should not be as surprising as it seems, but going forward, while again, this absolutely insane claim is only really making everyone have more questions about Drake, Ak, what's really going on behind the scenes, and what they are trying to achieve by letting information out like this in the first place, what I think is clear from this is that with the non-stop annoyance LeBron has been getting now from Drake and all of his affiliates and stans ever since the release of this new freestyle from him, I mean, at the very least, LeBron is not just happy with the decision he made to get away from the most pathetic rapper in the game, but he is...
I think LeBron was trying to do this the whole time. Like, I think LeBron was trying to get away from Drake the whole time. He just didn't know how to do it. He's focused. He's busy. He got his family. I think he just wanted to get away from him. And this is a perfect way to... All right, let me go to this pop out right quick. Look, LeBron turned to the max.
Probably livid with the way his name is now being dragged into so much controversy within a manner that he has never seen over the course of his near 25 years of being one of the biggest stars in the world. And as after all of the years...
Why he got his head on his chest? This ain't no regular picture. Yo, why you got your head on my man's chest? Yo, I know Drake look like he be whacking off the sweaty gym socks. These guys are nasty, man. Worried he's bonding, boy.
And as after all of the years and all of the moments LeBron has had throughout his career, as it is now taking getting dragged down with Drake To have someone who has been as good as they can be in the type of position he is receive the type of claims he is, it just shows how bitter everything around Drake really is and how much of a problem he just causes at this point by doing anything, because instead of moving forward and trying to just release good music or do one thing positive, Drake's entire persona is based around negativity and taking other people down. And if we are seeing this now from Drake, I'm sure this is only going to get a lot worse in the future, as people he has beef with are only continuing to win more and more. And beyond this, if these claims that Akademiks said are further looked into and any of it comes true, well then Drake and Act's entire reputation and the information they have withheld from us is about to
Look, and he knock needed.
not just end their careers, but it will ruin whatever legacy they have had left as well. And so now with all this said, let me know, what do you think about these wild claims Akademiks has made about Drake and Braun, and do you think there is any truth behind these claims, and do you think anything is going to happen from here at this point? Now I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go like, subscribe. Fantastic hip hop, hard working, man. But I think they're trying to shift the narrative from Drake and everything that Dot been saying about him, because everything he been saying about him is slowly coming out. It's slowly coming out. You're able to put a Dot lyric with everything Drake do. Everything he do, you're able to put a lyric with it. And they're trying to slowly shift the narrative over. Okay, now let's take the focus off of here. Let's go. Let's talk about LeBron. No. We're gonna still talk about you, bro, and Akademiks. That's how we gonna move. That's how we gonna move. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.